kind of take me from there and what kind of happened.
Well, I thought we made too many mental mistakes in the second period. You know, the penalty kill, we made a mistake on the one power play goal that they scored where our forward got too low, which isn't our system. You know, on the 5-on-5, the fourth goal they scored, you know, we didn't pick up well off the rush. And then the 5-on-3.
The guy,
yeah, the back door. Yeah, you know, we you know, it was an incorrect pickup on that one. And then the 5-on-3 power play, we had one of our players. We had a, lack of a better term, a brain fart. You know, it's just, you know, we had a play set up to run, and it just didn't happen. Four of the 5 guys were on the same page. The 5th guy just, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, at the end of the second, yes. You had that 5-on-3.
Yeah, if you got a 42-second 5-on-3 at that time, you got to have that killer instinct. And we had a play drawn up. It was supposed to be executed, and unfortunately, it wasn't.
Well, you know, you had a tough time against these guys. They have a good team.
Yep.
You know, that's kind of a measuring stick. You know, they're one of the top teams in the conference, not just your division. You know. How do you feel about just not being able to quite get over the hump against them?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing we've talked about with these guys. I mean, we're 1-5-1 now against them, and it's just not acceptable. This is a team, you know, you got to be able to, you know, capitalize on opportunities. We have opportunities we didn't. They capitalized on theirs tonight. You know, they're a very opportunistic team. You know, they skate hard. You know, they play well, and you know, our guys had to exceed that for 60 minutes. You have a 5-10 minute break where you don't play well. They're going to capitalize and put 2 or 3 goals together, and you know, they did that on us.
Outside of maybe the penalty he took, Barlow seems to be playing well. He's a guy that you know picked up out of the ECHL. He's given you guys some good scoring.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a guy that's been pretty consistent. He's had his off nights, but he's usually responded back, and you know, he made a couple really nice plays. He really was responsible for all 3 goals tonight, one way, shape, or form. You know, from whether finishing it with a goal or creating it or whatever the case may be. And, you know, so he was a big part of our offense tonight. That Timmins, Rallo, and Barlow line really, you know, produced for us.
I was looking at their record a year ago was almost exactly like yours, 500 on this exact date. They end up like 27-9 the rest of the way. Can you use that as kind of an inspiration, you know that you can turn it around and finish strong, and maybe who knows what will happen?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of hockey left. You know, it's, you know, we've talked about that. You know, we're just tired of getting one game over 500 and then giving it back. You know, now you got to put a little run together there. You know, get a 4 or 5 kind of win stretch there to put some distance between you in that situation. So you know, we need to be better at that. You know, we can't take off nights. We haven't allowed ourselves to have off nights with the start that we've had. So you know, you can take that as inspiration, but we got to make sure we're playing better hockey and more consistent 60-minute efforts.
Well, the situation now. What's the situation in goal then? Markstrom, I heard he tweaked his knee a little bit up there.
Yeah, we're waiting just to see exactly if Foster's going to go up and back up. You know, potentially for tomorrow. Just kind of waiting to hear right now from Florida with what's going on.
So he's here backing up.
And then he could end up going up to and then he could end up going to back up in Florida as well, as he's on NHL contract.
Back up.
Clemenson, because Theodore's hurt, and Markstrom potentially might not be able to play tomorrow.
Do they know how long Theodore's going to be out?
It's still up in the. I still don't know. We're hoping. My understanding is hoping the weekend for Theodore. But again, I'm not out there. I'm not living the day to day, so I really don't know what's going on.
What would you do if Foster does go up?
We'll either find somebody in one of the lower leagues, or maybe bring in Andrew Volkening, who's done a good job here for us as well, to back up Dove on Tuesday, and you know, we'll kind of play it by ear from there. We just got to get all the facts straight first.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's another tough game. You got off to such a good start against these guys. Kind of what happened tonight?
It's kind of a bounce back, you know, going back and forth game, and they're a good team, and they definitely capitalized on their power play tonight, and that was something we talked about before the game, is special teams was going to be a difference tonight, and I think it was.
Well, you had been doing so much better on the PK. What changed tonight?
I don't think really nothing changed. It just, I mean, all it takes is one little bounce or a mental error, and it can end up in your net at this level. So, we just got to stick to what we're doing. We've been having a lot of success on the PK and just put this one behind us.
You've had trouble beating these guys in the history of this franchise. They've not fared well against the Aeros. Any reason for that this year? No, they have a good team.
Yeah, I don't think you can put any reason on it. They do have a good team, but I think we play them hard every time. We want to beat these guys. They're a rival of ours, but you know, I'm sure. Well, I know we see them a lot more, so we just got to bounce back and get them next time.
You got off to that good start, had a early goal, and then they scored and took a 2-1 lead, and then just couldn't quite hold them off. Looked like a couple defensive breakdowns there that hurt a couple times on their goals.
Yeah, trying to think back, I can't really.
Yeah.
But I mean, like at this level, it's one bounce or one little breakdown, and usually it ends up in their net. Our first goal tonight was just a case in point. You know, puck kind of bobbled on their guy, and I was able to get it. And next thing you know, Barlow was in alone on the goalie. So, at this level, the margin for error is very small.
In a way, they can provide a source of inspiration to you guys. They were at your stage last year, 500 at this very date, and wound up like 27-9 the rest of the way. Went to the Calder Cup Finals. So, yeah, I mean, teams can turn it around. And are they kind of a source of inspiration to you?
Well, I can definitely say for sure there's no quit in our locker room. We're still focused on getting in the playoffs and winning this thing, and that's why we're all here. And you know, there's no give up in there. After every game, we discuss what we need to do better and move forward, and we want to be a winning team.
Does it feel like things are beginning to turn, though? Despite this loss, you guys have been playing a lot better.
Yeah, we've definitely been getting a lot more wins lately, and that's what we want, and I think we're going in the right direction. Our special teams have started to come around, and 5-on-5 play has been great. 5-on-5, we've been battling every team we play every night, so it's going in the right direction.
Okay. Got off to such a good start against them, and just a couple of, looked like a couple of little breakdowns. Didn't get back in the game. Special teams were, you know, crucial again tonight. You just talk about the game a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating that we let them back in. We got to keep our foot on the gas. We've been last couple of games we've been getting on our heels a little bit when we get the lead and let teams back in. I mean, in the future we got to find a way to close them out. That's what good teams do, especially in this time of year.
Yeah, they've been giving you problems this year. They have a good team, I know. I was looking at it this time a year ago. They were like 500 and finished like 27-9. So, you know, it can be done. Maybe you can take a little inspiration from that.
Yeah, we got a good squad. We know we do. We have a lot of confidence from our goaltending out. We're underachieving right now in our standards. It's just got to stay consistent. Special teams will be key down the stretch. It always is. And we just got to find a way to get better every day.
I know you've been working on it like crazy. The PK had been doing better lately. You still need some work on the power play, but I know you're working on it like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, guys are working hard at every aspect of their game. We just need to find the chemistry and the solution on the ice during the games. That's very key.
Talk about your goals. You got a team off on a good note. The first goal, talk about that one.
Yeah.
Assist from Greg.
Yeah, Rallo just did a good job holding the puck in on the wall. I was coming through with speed, trying to support him, and just kind of took it down and had a one-on-one with the D, with Rallo kind of trailing, and we kind of ended up both on the same side of the far side of the net, and the goalie was down, and their D-man slid, so we got the puck across and
the second one was that sharp angle you scored on, wasn't it? Yeah,
and Yonks made a great pass across ice. He had his head up and found me back door, and just.
How were you able to get it with that kind of an angle?
I just tried to open him up, and it squeaked through.
High or low? Or
it went 5-hole, just kind of, yeah, just kind of moved left.
And you almost got another one. I think you got an assist on it. And you were right there. Just.
Yeah, I mean, we had a 3-on-2. Rallo took it wide and made a good play into the middle, and it bounced in there. So.